Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to another video. My heart can't take it, man. Today the Square Enix has dropped in two good things that possibly any free-to-play player would like really want. And I was talking about this yesterday in my videos where we would if you really wanted to turn the Aladdin boss, you need something like a high tier medal, fully gilded obviously. And I was talking about it in my previous video about if you really want to complete all the objectives, you need a tier 5. And guess what, guys? This epic carnival here includes a tier 4 and tier 5. Actually, rephrase that. There's a chance of you getting either one of them, okay? Just to clarify for you guys, it's you, as this line says right here. I'm gonna try highlight it for you guys. So this very line here, be warned guys, you will receive at least one tier 4 or higher, okay? One. So it could be a tier 4 or it could be a tier 5 if you're lucky. If you're lucky to get the tier 5s, you will receive them having their strength attack being dotted by 3. So that's only with the new tier 5 medals, only the tier 5s. Yeah, so the only new tier 5s are basically the new key art, if I can highlight it. There we go. So the new tier 5s are basically the key art, Zenort and Ventus, Illustrated Leon, and KHUx. So those are the new tier 5 medals. If you're lucky to get one of those during your pull, then obviously you're gonna get it dotted by 3. The tier 4 medals are, I would say, they're good. They are good. They are looking really good. Yeah, and I was just gonna say, because you don't get the medals guaranteed within a set amount of times. Each time you pull, you're guaranteed at least one of the tier 4s or tier 5. The tier 4s or tier 5s, their base stats is strong already. It's already like it's already worth pretty much halfway of a tier 4. Like that's the value of a tier. Wait, what am I saying? Sorry, I got it a bit wrong here. But basically, a tier 4 non-strengthened is kind of, the value of that is sort of like a tier 3 halfway, on its own. So it really does a lot of damage itself. So definitely do look forward to this. And obviously you may be able to get it the medal boosted, but it's a plus, but it's not really captivating enough to really make you want to get this booster pack. I don't think this is actually the main selling point. The main selling point of this banner is pretty much the damage, the medals that they have for you to attempt and pull. So the tier 5s that are available are obviously the Illustrated Riku. So these are the possibilities that you could get the tier 4. So right here, the tier 5s, these are all the possibility of tier 5s that you could acquire in this banner. However, only because it's judging by what the information gives above, it seems only the new ones. So that's that does not include Ursula, illustrated Riku B, illustrated Sora B, KHUx 2 and 3. Those guys, I think they won't have a the thing dotted, the strength dotted, unless I might be wrong somewhere, because they didn't really say anything else about the other guys. It just says during this period the following medals will receive their strength dotted. So only the new tier 5s will get the strength boost dotted. I'm not sure really. I think maybe that's right. But you know, I'll find out, because I will be pulling for this particular banner. And you know, just moving on, the tier 4s are looking juicy anyway. You know, illustrated carry is here. Although it doesn't really, you know, it's not that big of a deal now. But you know, it's good to know that you may still have a chance of getting it if you missed out on the Sebastian, I would say. Obviously don't spend a lot of money just to try and acquire, because you know, think about it, tier 4, that section of tier 4s is quite long. So you know, it's will be nice to have if you can, like, there is a chance of you getting both tier 4s and tier 5s, but we don't know how often that it will be, but there is a chance you can get both of them. So here are basically the stats for the new medals. Obviously you guys can have a look through, but they're pretty good, especially all the new tier 5s. They all use apart from Roxas, it seems everyone else uses just one SP gauge of 1. Very useful indeed. Black Coat Riku B's okay, not too bad, but single target's a bit it's a bit the more skills triggered that stage. Well, that's a bit of a gamble then. Neo Shadow, I feel like Neo Shadow might appear quite often, and since it doesn't seem like it does much. But apart from that, aside from all of that, all of the new medals that are available here are, you know, they require less gauges, so it's quite good. And generally during these carnivals, you generally, okay, but like a 40% chance you get at least one of these new medals. There are weaker ones like KH2 Black Sora, Neo Shadow, and Mysterious Figure. I mean, you're guaranteed to get at least one of those from how many times you buy them. But these other ones, these other tier 5s, is a bit not sure about that. So that's how they look. Pretty awesome. Yeah. So right here it says these 4. So only the new 4 ones will get guaranteed. So if you get like the previous tier 5 ones, the previous banner that had the tier 5, which was for the high score challenge, which included Roxas and I forgot the name. HD Roxas. No, not HD Roxas. What was it? Yeah, the HD Ursula. And obviously illustrate Riku B and illustrate Sora B. It's okay. It's not that bad. It's pretty good. I would say probably go for the, if you can get the illustrated Riku B. If you get that pull, then you know that's a pretty good pull. It does a lot of damage. Better than before, which was I think after 5 tries, then you get guaranteed at least one illustrated B. I mean, here it's obviously there's no guarantees. You know, you could be making 3 pulls and not be able to receive anything from it. Not even any tier 5s, just all tier 4s, which is still good. tier 4 is still good, you know, it's better than tier 3, obviously. But anyway, that's enough for the F8 Carnival. Definitely will be purchasing this. However, I think I would definitely not purchase it right away. Solely because, you know, it's gonna last for roughly 2 weeks. So, and you know, I've been saving up quite a lot of jewels since I last actually spent jewels, which was for the I think it's classic Donald avatar board. That was, and two slots to increase my bag size. That was like, yeah, that's the last time I spent jewels. Apart from that, I've been saving. I mean, you know, if you guys follow up my videos, you know that I've been saving, and those hard-earned jewels is about to be splashed. So yes, I will be pulling for this, but I would not pull for it straight away. Possibly wait it out to see what there is. Because currently, I think the banner says is for, I think 21, so roughly about 21 days. That's according to what the banner says, anyway. But yeah, you need to do check-in every day and have a look at when it starts to dip, so you don't miss out, obviously. But you know, if you stay tuned to my channel, just before it almost dips, I think probably like the last 5 days remaining of this carnival, I will most likely do a pull in this for this. But if you already pull for this because you've been saving so much already, feel free to drop like a comment below telling me what you guys got. I will, you know, making a separate video doing a comparison to show you what you know, compared to the medals I've got in comparison to you guys' medals. You know, I'm pretty sure you guys probably get better medals than I will. But hey, the whole point is to compare to see who actually has better medal. I mean, you know, then we can determine who has better luck. Because I just feel like my account is just really bad luck. So, you know, but any yeah, I don't feel like, you know, in terms of the medals that I really like want, not necessarily guilt them, is because they all seem to like lower down, raise the speed base strength for 1 tier, lower down speed base. Okay. Inflict more the damage. PR it's not that bad. But I think I would like to say I would want to go for HD Roxas in this one. Solely because it's 2 turns. By 2 for 2 turns. No, by 2. No. It uses 2 gauges, which is a downside, obviously. Because Leon uses 1, but you know, you lower the power defense of all your targets by 2 tiers for 1 turn. Personally, I don't really have any medals that lowers the target's defense down by 2. No, or even lower the power, lower any defense, well, not any defense, but lower any attribute defense down. Even though Leon one is not bad, because it's sort of like it boosts your strength and it lowers down the defense by the attribute. It's just more like a trade-off, just like a trade-off. So it's like it still becomes, you still gain a +1, but it's like a neutral. Rather than if you get the HD Roxas, it's a +2, meaning, you know, the damage is further increased by twice, even though you're not boosting yourself. this and just a level 2 not level 2, a level 2 attack boost, strength boost, it's enough to wipe them out. It's like it's pretty much compared to a level 3 booster with an the attribute +1. You know, that's why I feel like with this KHUx it seems a bit better than Illustrated Leon, but you know, not really too concerned with it. Any one of those would be nice because they seem to lower down. They seem to lower down the effects, defense of the targets. So that's still something good to know. Apart from the new key arts, which doesn't lower down targets, but it just does more damage. So it's still good. It's still good. But anyway, on to this next special campaign which they also dropped, and that is Guilting campaign. Yes, it is back, and finally, you know, like I said, just yesterday I was talking about guilting, and today they dropped this. So the first thing I did was just to make the video, because it really feels like even though people have been complaining about having, when are we getting this, when are we getting that, and they finally dropped it. But it's kind of funny to the point that I've started YouTube not too long, and right after I make these videos about these things, Square then drops the campaign for us. I'm not my speculations is like, I'm not saying that I'm a god speculation, but a speculator. However, it's kind of funny to just really be talking about it just yesterday, and today they just dropped the the request that I've made. I'm sure it's not just me, there's obviously other people, but if you're watching my content, then I don't know, the chance of you watching others is probably high. So our collective sayings which caused Square to listen and finally dropped us this campaign. So yeah, pretty much nothing really special. It's like the same. It lasts for 2 weeks, so sort of roughly when the campaign is about to the epic medal campaign is about to finish. So what I would recommend is, if you want to utilize this, level up any of your medals, like guilt any of your medals. If you have a lot of medals stacked up right now in your inventory, guilt those ones. If you need to re-roll them, and have enough space for pulling the epic carnival. Or you could pretty much go ahead and purchase the epic carnival, because you might get medals that are used for your that you might need to fully guilt another medal. I don't know, it's possible. So because when you roll the epic carnival, bear in mind you get only one tier 4 or tier 5, or maybe possibly more, but the rest of them are tier 3. So I'd say 6 out of 7 are tier 3s. If you're lucky, 5 out of 7 are tier 3s, and the other 2 are to be tier 4, tier 5, or even both. If you're that lucky, you could get both. There's no saying. There's also no limit to how many you can get in the 10 medals, but you know, definitely five like 5 of them possibly will be tier 3s. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think our luck, you know, anyone who gets like 3 tier 5s in one epic carnival pool is like godlike. And I don't think the medal generating system that Square has put in place for this game is that lucky. So yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much nothing more apart from the guilting campaign. I really do urge you guys, use this opportunity, right, to go farm, because it's also 0 campaign at the same time. Go farm tier 1 medals and just power boost them. You know, by that I mean just guilt them to max. Use this guilting campaign. Resources are cheaper and they give you more XP and higher possibility chance. So use this opportunity to fully guilt your tier 1s and tier 2s if you haven't done so. Guilt the ones that you have at the moment. I say start off with tier 1s because you can acquire them through the normal story modes. And if you're doing the your Aladdin quest, you know, if you watch my previous video on the Aladdin storyline, I'd like to apologize once again for making it too long. You know, the amount of medals that you saw that I got was sort of like tier 1 medals. They're like popping here and there every day, you know, every so often if you get the chests. And if they just drop this guilting campaign, use that opportunity to level up your Nova, because you know like how long it took for us to get one guilting campaign. I think the last guilting campaign was around December or November last year, so about a couple of months. And Square releasing this epic medal carnival that allows us to get 1 tier 4 and or tier 5 clearly suggests that they're gonna be releasing some really hard monsters. So you gotta use this time and purchase these medals just to basically stay in the game, because it was gonna get really hard, I'm pretty sure. Seeing as though if you watch the end, like the last, I think in part 2, I kind of just like not really one turn, but I did it in one take. I managed to defeat the camel boss for the Aladdin storyline, but it took me quite a while because it goes to show that you're missing these tier 4, tier 5s. And to be honest, the tier 4s and tier 5s, they actually, a lot of the medals in the tier 4s and tier 5s actually have some sort of a like defense down, either as attributes or general bait defense, or some sort of power up to attributes as part of their special attack. So it goes to show that, you know, they're giving us a chance now, free-to-play players, who obtain the baseline level to compete in the following challenges. Because not only are they gonna bring out stronger monsters, I mean, take Proud Mode for instance. That's only the realists can really get high enough in the Proud Mode. And we're not even talking about high score challenge. I mean, these medals here, the tier 4, tier 5s, if you acquire them, I'm sure they'll help you in the high score challenge. Not necessarily get you a lot of points, because you probably might need a, you might need like a medal or so just to increase this overall score. But you know what? Pretty much someone out there in your when you go to pick a friend's medal, someone out there is probably gonna buy the medals and share the medals. So you don't necessarily need to buy one yourself. But yeah, that's all really. Use this opportunity, guys, to definitely level up your Nova, right? Level up your Nova and go for the pool. But if you really can't wait that long, I would say at least wait, because today is for in the UK it's Friday, or it's gonna be Saturday, or still Thursday night for you guys wherever you're watching. But wait at least a week, because they might bring out something new. Because since this is all random chance, it doesn't matter when you buy it. So just make sure you purchase the epic medal within this guilting campaign period. So therefore the guilting campaign, as you can see here, ends much earlier than the epic medal campaign. Epic medal campaign finishes on April the 1st, but the guilting campaign finishes on 27th. So make sure you purchase the epic medals before the guilting campaign ends. If you have enough money to purchase, like let's say you spent a lot of jewels within the guilting campaign period, and you're like 200 jewels more, and it's gonna end tomorrow. The guilty campaign is gonna end tomorrow, and tomorrow, because of your time zone, you may not be able to get the daily bonus to be able to have enough for the get daily bonus to pull for the epic carnival medals. But this guilty campaign is gonna be gone by then. Then I would say save your money, save your jewels. Do not purchase anymore. As much as it may sound good, to rinse all your jewels on this campaign, but who knows what they could bring out. In particular, I'm not looking forward for the illustrated Kyrie, illustrated KH2 illustrated Kyrie, because I know a lot of people on Twitter has been going on about her, but it's not that great. It's just 10 gauges with 0 cost. You have to think back now. It's good if you have a friend that has it, that shares it. That's literally it. If you was to put it in your own Keyblade, you're taking up another space. Even though it does fixed damage, so it knows it's pretty much versatile, like very versatile, and I don't know if that's the right word, but it's very it's very flexible, and it restores 10 gauges. Obviously it will do more damage if you put it in this magic type, but it's not that essential, and it's not groundbreaking. Just most likely nowadays they're bringing out a lot of these medals that restore gauges, and it's, for sure someone like in your friends medal will share this medal, and won't be a problem, man. You'll be fine. You'll be fine even with or without it. Say that way. It just keeps your gauges healthy. That's pretty much it. But what can it be? What, another one of the ones where you won't? It's not guaranteed during X amount of turns, but you can get it. But we're not going to tell you how many times you get it. It's all random. You know, stuff like, if it has that sort of deal, then it's not really it's not really like a catching point for people. You know, you won't really get hooked up to it that easily because you're still pulling, like, you don't know how much you need to spend just to get her, and obviously not guilted as well. But anyways, man, I think I've explained a lot within this video. Likewise, I will definitely show you guys what I got in this epic medal carnival. I will definitely make a video of my pulls, show you guys what I got, and let's compare, guys. Come on, I want to see what you guys get. If you guys have let's see. Oh, okay, I got an extra 100. Let me just quickly show you guys how much jewels I have. And alright, so yeah, so 21 days remaining for this epic carnival event. But remember, do it within, pull for the medal, pull for the banner, the epic medal carnival banner during this guilting campaign. It's worth so much more. Because if you get a medal that you could use to guilt your current, like one of the previous medals that you have kept in your inventory, you use the opportunity then to level it up and hopefully level up your Nova along with it. But yeah, so right now, oh, wasn't supposed to do that, but I have 9,000. Let's just say 9,000 gems. Not gems, jewels. So I'll probably get about 10,000 by the time. Oh. 10,000 jewels, and it costs 3,000 jewels. So. I don't know how much I'll get by the end. Because clearly I need another 3,000. Might be able to get 3,000 before the end of this, so I'll get about 4 rolls in the epic medal carnival. But I'm not really too sure. 4 rolls. Might be able to just make. I can obviously definitely make 3 rolls, but I don't think I could make 4 rolls. And considering what may appear, like in terms of, we don't know what avatar boards they're gonna bring out. Because if they do bring out avatar boards that have good skill sets and items, then people are just gonna be like, pow, tap on that buy. You know, everyone's gonna be just pouring money to Square. But that's why it's better just to wait it out, guys. Wait it out. Do it near the end of the epic carnival campaign, just in case something may pop up. And at least with that time, you give Square a window to sort of throw them more deals, so you have more options. You know, it's better to have more options than just to restrict yourself like this. But yeah, a hard-earned jewels is about to go down the drain. It's about to return back to its rightful owners, as we say. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. I'm gonna wrap this video up, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so, and hit the bell to be notified whenever I make the new poll, and that will be dropping very soon, within the middle of the Carnival campaign. Like I said, it's better to do it that way. So guys, that's it for me. I'll catch you guys all in the next one, and take care everyone.